ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् स्वाहा. Namaste to all. Thanks for all your comments in my previous video about the misinterpretation of Yajurveda 3 by 6 by Nityananda Mishra ji from Maharishi's Yajurveda Bhashya, where he spoke very bad about Maharishi. So many people felt that I am doing a personal attack on Nityananda Mishra. Nityananda Mishra is not a bad person, he is a very good person, he is doing a lot of good job for Hinduism, etc. etc. As I told in my previous video, I do not know about this person. I just read about this person 4-5 lines, and I have never done any personal attack on him. Whatever I have told is based on, I would have used Niche Buddhi, etc. Niche Buddhi is not about his personal. Every one of us has got Niche Buddhi, and I told in the previous video that all of us are sinners. I am not saying that Nityananda Mishra is sinner, I am the purest Atma. I told myself also as a sinner. But I do not have balls and guts to make derogatory comments or saying improper comments about a Maharishi. I do not have that guts, and I hope and I pray to Paramatma daily that make my mind pure. Thereby I never judge any Rishi Munis wrongly. So that's why I use the word Niche Buddhiwala. So otherwise, I don't have any personal thing. And also some people had commented that this video, we thought you will make some good arguments. These are all emotional crap only. You don't know anything, something like that. People have commented. So anyway, thanks for your comments. I wanted to take some questions which were genuine, not related to the topic, and some related to topic also. One of the question was why you didn't speak about the other Pathala Loka and other comments of Nityananda Mishra and Maharishi Dayananda Saraswati, where there is nowhere, he mentioned that there is nowhere mentioned in Mahabharata about this Pathala Loka and people traveling from here to Pathala Loka. And Pathala Loka is not America as per him. But anyways, maybe based on current context of America, may not be, but the shloka is quoted by Maharishi in page number 437 in Light of Truth English book. I am referring page number 437. Meror harescha dve varshe varsham hemavatam tatah krameneva samagamya bharatam varsham asadat sa deshan vividan pashayan china huna nishevitan. So this is the quotation by Maharishi, and Maharishi mentions in the book. 1 minute, I just want to put some ghee so that this is not creating smoke. And one lady was asking that some people told that if we do havan throughout the life we'll get lung issues. I would like to tell you that no, it's not the case. My Acharya is almost 87 years old, and he has been doing yajna for the last more than 50 plus years. And I know many people who are almost 100 years who are hale and healthy, and they do everyday Agnihotra for the last 60-70 years. Okay, so coming to this shloka, Maharishi writes, these verses have been taken from Mahabharata, Shanti Parva, Vyasa Sukha dialogue. Once Vyasa was living in Pathala, and he mentions now called America. And even if you don't agree, Pathala is not America, but the description says, when you understand the description, maybe Pathala should be America, but as per me, Pathala must be America. So because Vyasa was asking his son, Vyasa was living with his son and his disciples in Pathala. Sukha put to his father a question, is the science of self only so much or more? Science of self means science of Jivatma. Vyasa deliberately did not reply, as he had already dealt with this question. In order to get these teachings verified, he told his son, "Oh my son, go to Mithila and put the same question to King Janaka. He would satisfy you on that point." Sukha set out from America towards Mithila. First he came to Harivarsha and those countries which lie northeast and northwest of Himalayas. Harivarsha was so called because the people of those countries had red faces like those of monkeys. Even now they are of that type. Harivarsha is now known as Europe. Then he came from Europe to the land of Hunas and Jews. From there he went to China, and from China through the Himalayas he arrived to Mithila. So this is what Maharishi has mentioned based on Mahabharata shloka. And further, Sri Krishna and Arjuna went to Patala or America in Ashwatthari or steamer. From there they brought the sage Uddalaka for the sacrifice means for the yajna of Yudhishthira. Sacrifice is the wrong word translation of yajna, but anyway we all know sacrifice means the English word for yajna. So he brought Uddalaka for the yajna of Yudhishthira. So here we must understand, and of course Nityananda Mishra had spoken about Ashwatthari means a steamer. So those days there is no possibility of steamer, etc. But anyway, see, people can have different opinions. But as per me, I believe, even if you don't believe that there was no steamer boat, etc., steamer boat would have not existed at Mahabharata time. I do not agree, because the description comes in Mahabharata, the description comes in Valmiki Ramayana about aeroplanes. You can say that these are all only imaginary stories, but I will tell you, no Rishi Munis have time for writing stories. No Rishi Munis have time for writing imaginary stories. That is why I told in the last video for Nityananda Mishra that you do not know about Rishi Munis, try to understand, or try to at least go to a current Rishi to understand who is a real Rishi. They do not have time for writing imaginary stories. They do not have time for saying that my country is great, so let me copy something from Western philosophy. Like he had told, Maharishi probably thought that to make our country great, he copied something from Kepler and Newton, etc. So this is totally wrong. But as per me, whatever Maharishi has written here from Mahabharata very clearly says the route. Today also, of course, today we don't go from USA to Europe to Israel to China to India, but this is the route they had followed that time. Today if you want to go to USA, you directly go to Europe, and then Europe to US you go, or you go to Japan to US you go to Dubai to US you go. And many routes are there today, but in those days this is the route he had followed. So how he came through Ashwatthari, he came through a steamer boat. And if there is no existence of steamer boat, then definitely there should not be any mention about Ashwatthari in the Mahabharata. So this is my opinion on this question. And the other question is that why yogis meditate on Himalayas, and they go to Himalayas and jungles. Why is like that? It's not only about yogis, for all of us. Manusmriti 2/104 says, apam samipe niyato netyakam vidim asti taha savitrim apyadiita gat varanyam samahitah. Go to a forest or secluded place, be of balanced mind, and sit near the place of water, do your daily performance. So Manusmriti says you must go to forest or secluded place or jungle for daily upasana. Why? To recite the Savitri mantra. Savitri mantra means Gayatri mantra. Gayatri mantra is also called as Savitri mantra. So to recite this Gayatri mantra and comprehend it and mold your character accordingly as per Gayatri mantra. This is the suggestion from Manusmriti. And I also read one more Ved mantra from Yajurveda, which I want to quote here. Yajurveda 36th chapter, mantra number 15. Upahavare girinam sangame cha nadinam diya vipro ajayata. Paramatma says, jo manushya girinam parvaton ke upahavare nikat, one who goes near the Parvat mountains, and nadinam, or near to the rivers, sangame, he does yoga abhyas. Sangame means ईश्वर से संगम करना, योगा अभ्यास से, ध्यान से, सावित्री मंत्र से, गायत्री मंत्र से इत्यादि ईश्वर की और विचार से विद्या की उपासना करे, वह दिया विप्रह अजायत, उत्तम बुद्धि व कर्म से युक्त विचारशील बुद्धिमान हो जाता है. So Paramatma says, if you go towards mountains and if you meditate upon that Paramatma, and vicharashil, we must do vicharana, we must do manan chintan nididhyasan. mere chanting Gayatri mantra is not enough. We must do Manan Chintan. Here Manusmriti also says, you must do Manan Chintan of Gayatri mantra and mold your character accordingly. Mere chanting of mantra and not molding our character accordingly will result in zero benefit to us. So this we must understand. Sorry, my okay. So this is another question, and one more question is, this individual is doing commendable work. Nobody is perfect. Anyone can make mistakes, and it is same for you as well. And you have also committed a similar error by not fully listening to their podcast. I have not committed error by not listening to podcast. Listening to podcast of human beings is not necessary. Listening to podcast of Rishi Muni Acharyas, Ved Vidwans is necessary. I do not consider Nityananda Mishra as a Ved Vidwan. I do not consider him as a Vedic Acharya. So definitely I have not committed error by not seeing his podcast, number one. And number two, if he is doing commendable work, it is okay. I understand nobody is perfect. But he is not a bad individual. Yeah, maybe he is not a bad individual. I do not know about him. But please understand, my point was not to blame Nityananda. My point was why he is using the word for Maharshi that उन्होंने घुसाया. ऐसा कैसा बोल सकता है? You cannot tell such comments about Rishi without you being a tapasvi, and even when you are a tapasvi, you will never do such things. When you are a tapasvi, like Maharishi was beaten by Chappal, Maharishi Dayanand Saraswati in Kashi Shastrat, he was beaten by slipper and stones, and उनके ऊपर चोट भी लगी थी. Even after that, Maharishi never even told, he did not even did zikr to his disciple. He did not even complain that ऐसा हो गया है, देखो कैसा अन्याय कर दिया. He did not even tell that. उनका maturity वो था. So, my only point is, I have not committed an error by blame. I did not blame Nityananda Mishra. Nityananda Mishra, okay, his understanding about Patala Loka, maybe I respect his views. Maybe his view is different on Ashwatari and Patala Loka. And he told that there is nowhere mentioned in Mahabharata, and I quoted you the sloka. On Patala Loka, leave it. But on the Yajurveda translation 3/6, he does not have any rights. Why? Because he is not a tapasvi. If he is a tapasvi, then he cannot say that चारों ओर से कहीं भी नहीं है वेद में. कहाँ है तो मैंने तो बताया, आ, the word आ means चारों ओर से. That is also mentioned in Samveda also. So please understand, Nityananda Mishra has committed a error and he has to apologize to Maharishi Dayanand Saraswati in the next podcast that I made this mistake. This is gentleman thing. So this is my view, and I have not, if I have told anything wrong about Nityananda Mishra or anybody else, then I am sorry. But I am, as per my consciousness, I have not told anything wrong. Okay. Then one more question that came was, do you believe that Vedas are lakh or crore-year world? Is there any mention of the date of Vedic Samhita? Date in Vedic Samhita. See, Vedas are not Samhita. Vedas, Samhita means collection of Veda mantras in a textbook. Vedas are the knowledge which you and me will realize and anybody will realize in Samadhi. So there is no date of Vedas. Vedas are continuous. Vedas are omnipresent. Vedas are omniscient because Vedas are Paramatma's knowledge. Vedas and Paramatma have got same qualities. If you read Rig Veda 10th Mandal, I think 124th Sukta, Vagambrani Sukta, I think, you can understand Vedas represent Paramatma, and Paramatma and Vedas are synonymous. So there is no date for Vedas. Why? Because the Vedas are ever present, Vedas are continuous. When I write a book like Yajurveda Light of Truth, this is written in so and so date mentioned by Maharishi. Vedas do not have any author name. There is no book in this world will say that this is author name of Vedas is so. Author, please understand. Please understand. Bhashyakar will have an author, like Vedas commented by so and so Maharishi Dayanand Saraswati. इसमें लिखा है भाष्यकार is Srimad Dayanand Saraswati. See Yajurveda. The book is there with you. Bhashyakar, Swami Dayanand, Srimad Dayanand Saraswati, Prakashak Vijay Kumar Govindaram Sanand. There is a Bhashakar of Veda, but Vedas are not written by anybody. And do you really believe Vedas are lakhs and crore years old? No, Vedas are eternal. Vedas are ever existing even today. Now, whenever we attain Samadhi, Vedas knowledge will be given by, the knowledge given by Paramatma is called as Vedas. So Vedas do not have a date. So do you really believe? Yes, I believe, because based on my study of Vedas, if you go to an Acharya and study Vedas, you will believe the same, you will understand the same, and that Acharya must be a yogi and tapasvi. Please understand that. And how many earths are there in this universe? If other than this planet, can we find similar beings like us on other planets too? We do not know how many earths exist, but definitely based on Anuman Praman, seeing the size of this universe, magnanimous size of this universe, definitely more earths might be present, definitely. But even if more earths are there and there also human beings are there, the same knowledge of the Vedas would have been given by Paramatma to them, because Paramatma is impartial. And same Rishi Munis would exist there also, and now they would have become like us, or they are still far ahead than us, or far behind than us. That is depending upon our individual human beings' karma. But there would be definitely more earths, and if there is a earth, there will also be a similar solar system there, because earth, sun, moon description comes in the Vedas. If there is any other earth similar to our earth, the dimension of the earth will be same, the gravitational will be same, sun and moon will be same, everything will be same, and Vedic knowledge will be same. And is there any similar beings like us on other planets? Other planets, if you mean like Jupiter, Mars, sun, moon, etc. No, human beings exist only on the place where human beings can survive. In moon and sun, life exists, but not human beings. Life means chote bacteria can exist, or similar, jiva jantu which are adaptable to that climate can exist, will exist, but not human beings. That we must understand. Yeah, many comments about Dr. Venkata Chaganti. Thank you. And one guy had commented, Nityananda Mishra is equal to Zakir Naik. I do not know. Sorry, I know Zakir Naik well in and out. I have seen at least 150 to 200 videos of Zakir Naik when I was in in the early stage of Vedic studies. So I know Zakir Naik in and out, I know his character in and out, and I know how chalak he is, but I do not know if Nityananda Mishra is equal to Zakir Naik. If it is so, then it is a very worrisome issue for our country. If Nityananda Mishra is equal to, because Zakir Naik, see, he plants seeds. He plants seeds to destroy our culture. He does video now. I don't know if he's alive or not. I'm not following his channel. But even if he's alive, he does the same activity. Funding raise karna against to convert people, all those things. So I do not know if Nityananda Mishra is Zakir Naik, but if it is so, then it's very dangerous situation. One more guy, I deleted his comments to one more guy told that I do not believe that Vedas can change the life, etc. So I deleted his comments. See, if you do not believe Vedas can change our country, our universe, our life to a better place, why do you do not believe? Because you do not know ABC of Vedas. Vedas are Paramatma only. Paramatma ki gyan hai. And Ved ke bina, my Acharya used to say, without Vedas, you are just taking in your shoulder the dead body of you, your own dead body, you are just taking in your shoulder, like it's as if like that, without Vedas in your life. So Vedas knowledge will guide us towards Paramatma. Vedas knowledge will guide us towards moksha. Vedas knowledge will guide us towards destruction of sins. And if Vedas knowledge is in vogue, in practice in our country will not be in this situation like what we see today. There won't be any poverty in our country. There won't be any rape happening in our country. There won't be any bribing, culprit, thief, stealing activity, robbery. Nothing will happen. There won't be any problem in our country. There won't be water scarcity in our country. There won't be pollution in our country. There won't be selfish people in our country. There won't be any orphanage in our country. if Vedas knowledge exists in our country. But unfortunately, we left Vedas. Paramatma says in Yajurveda 2 by 23, I think, or 2 by 22. Paramatma says, you left me, I leave you, that's it. Of course, Paramatma, even though he left us, he is giving us food to eat and water to drink and air to breathe. But he left us in the sense he left us, Manasik Sthiti say he left us. That's why we have depression, we have anger, we have kama, we have krodha, lobha, moha, ahankara, sab kuch we have because Paramatma left us. And why Paramatma left us? Paramatma says, you left me, you left my Vedas, I left you, that's it. And if you take one step towards Vedas, I will immediately come 1,000 steps near you. And if you go back one step, I will go 1 lakh steps against from you. So please understand, you do not believe Vedas can change because you do not know what is Vedas. You do not know an Acharya who knows Vedas. You have not taken any effort to study Vedas. So that is the reason you believe so. And this is not only for Hindus, it's applicable for everybody. And one guy was asking me a comment from Bible, God's plan is better than human beings' plan. He was asking. I don't know if my camera there is some insect in my camera, but anyway, let me see. At least you can hear my voice if you cannot see me. So God's plan is God's plan better than human being plan? See, and I asked him, can you quote the Sanskrit verse? He told it is written in Bible, some chapter number he mentioned. Wait, let me open that comment. So he said Bible Isahi verse 55 8 by 9. So what I can say only is these are all quotation written by human beings. God plan is better than human plan. God does not make plan for anything. Swabhavaki jnanam bhalam kriyacha. Shvetashvatara Upanishad says Swabhavaki jnanam bhalam kriya. Paramatma's every kriya is swabhavik. It is not planned. It is swabhavik. Like just the power. Swabhavik means what? The power is gone. When the power is gone, by automatically the inverter light will be on from inverter. Automatically, you don't need to make any. It is just an example. Similarly, Paramatma's creation, maintenance and destruction is swabhavik hai. You cannot stop Paramatma from creating the universe. You cannot stop Paramatma from destroying the universe. You cannot stop Paramatma from maintaining the universe. Kyunki swabhavik jnana hai. And you cannot stop Paramatma from protecting the Vedas. You cannot stop Paramatma from giving the knowledge to Vedas to the right people. क्योंकि परमात्मा का क्रिया स्वाभाविक होता है और परमात्मा प्लान नहीं बनाता है. उसको प्लान बनाने की जरूरत नहीं. Why I should make a plan? Because I do not know what I should do. परमात्मा का ऐसा अल्प ज्ञान नहीं है, सर्वज्ञानी है. He does not need to make any plan for doing anything. It's स्वाभाविक. It's not easy to understand Paramatma. For understanding Paramatma, my Acharya always says, understanding Paramatma के लिए you must do tapasya, you must maintain brahmacharya, you must do service to Acharya, you must listen Vedas again and again, you must do concentration of Paramatma every day, dhyan karna chahiye. Then slowly you will understand Paramatma by Paramatma kripa only. Inside us, Paramatma will give all the knowledge. So God plan is better than human plan is a statement written by a human being. It does not have any sense in the Vedic perspective. Because Paramatma plan banata hi nahi hai. Please understand that. Thank you so much. Namaste. Om, Om, Om.